What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Cleveland Browns franchise here on Madden 26. Today, we have actually 3 weeks of the NFL season to take care of, mainly because we have a doubleheader and then a bye week at the final week of the episode, so we'll simulate that as well. But technically, it's 3 weeks, so we'll get through a little bit more of the season as we are undefeated 6-0 and absolutely crushing teams. I mean, we haven't been this dominant ever. I haven't had an offense this good, maybe in the entirety of any series I've ever done on YouTube. It's insane. Our offense, which is a mixture of Julian Enriquez lighting things up in the passing game, dominant wide receiver core, an unbelievable three-headed monster at running back, a great offensive line, maybe the best in the league, a defense that can get to the quarterback at will, a secondary that knocks down passes and intercepts balls, a linebacking core that tackles for loss. This team has no weaknesses. We are destroying teams. We just came off of a doubleheader where we shut out the Steelers, and then we came off an episode before that where we gave up. Did we shut out the Steelers twice? I don't remember. I know we killed the Steelers very, very easily in both of the games that we played. But now things could be different. We do have one game today, which is against a bad Broncos team. We should be able to go right past them. But we play the Eagles in the second game of the doubleheader, which Eagles in Sim, Eagles in Madden, they are a different animal, even 4 or 5 years deep. So who knows what the Eagles are going to be like this deep into the franchise? They could give us some problems. We'll have to play that by ear. But I don't see any team in the NFL that can compete with us for 4 quarters. It's just not the case. We have such a good team. We have depth on depth on depth, and we have talent at every position. We're unbeatable. Simply unbeatable. So if you go and enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you want to help me get to that mark, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the club, and let's get into this doubleheader against a bad Broncos team and an Eagles team that I don't know about because they're in the NFC and I can't see the record and I don't have the time or the wherewithal to go into the standings and see how they're doing. Something I didn't mention in the intro there is that we have a quarterback breakout for Julian Enriquez. We have been trying for the past couple episodes to get him X Factor, but they will not tell me for the life of me what my goal is that I have to accomplish to achieve that breakout. I've had it twice now, and they will not tell me what I have to do. So I keep going into these games blind, not knowing what my goal is, what I have to achieve to reach the accepted threshold and get the X Factor activated. I keep putting up 250 plus yard games and 4 or 5 touchdowns and still not doing anything. So maybe this time it will. Let's go into the QB breakout and find out maybe if they'll actually give me an actual thing to hit, a goal to hit. So Enriquez is in here. They didn't give me a... Did I skip too fast? Is that why they didn't give me one? Once again, we do not know what we have to do to get Julian Enriquez up to X Factor. I will do everything in my power to make sure that he has the greatest game he can have so that we can have the best opportunity to get him up to Superstar X Factor because we need it. We need it desperately. As far as negotiations go, I have not made any decisions on anybody because we absolutely are in the negative for cap room. So we're going to have to make some tough choices. That's the unfortunate thing. We can't bring everybody back, unfortunately, which I guess it's a good thing that we've won the championships that we've won because the dynasty might be crumbling after this season if we're not able to bring back these guys. And I could go in and restructure, but we've already done that a couple of times, and I don't really want to get into the habit of doing that a lot because then we keep putting ourselves in a deeper and deeper hole for the future, and it's just not going to end well. So doing the restructuring is going to be like a last resort type of thing because we've already done it a little bit too much. But we've got a bad Broncos team. I'm assuming they still have Bo Nix. They don't have anybody injured. Who's on this Bronco roster? Why are they so bad? The Broncos they still have Patrick Surtain. They still have Quinn Miners. Who's their quarterback? Their quarterback is Bo Nix, but he's not developing. Only an 84. Very interesting. Their backups are not good. But only an 84 overall at 28 years old. They might need to look for a new quarterback at some point. They've got Tyler Algier and RJ Harvey at the running back spot. Wide receivers, you got Devon Vele, which usually in these Madden Sims, Devon Vele goes crazy because of the playbook that he's in. He goes like absolutely nuclear, wins Offensive Player of the Year a couple of times, but not in this. He has not developed at all. Mike Evans is here on a retirement tour, I guess. They've got Pat Bryant. They have not drafted very well, it seems. They've got Dalvin Franklin, who's a rookie. Decent speed. 98 agility is kind of crazy. We'll see if he can turn into anything. At tight end, you've got Glenn Batch. Maybe he can be something. He's a decent tight end. The offensive line, they've got Taylor. Did I say Taylor Lewan in the last episode? I meant Taylor Decker when I was talking about the Lions and trading for... I don't know why I said Taylor Lewan. I meant Taylor Decker is who we traded for. And then we sent him back to the Lions, and then he must have signed in for agency. They've got Kingsley Suamatia. They've got Derek Fredrickson, who looks like a really good center, actually. They've still got Quinn Miners, and they got a backup at Matt Gore, who's going to take over for him. Okay, so their offensive line's not horrible. It could be better, but it's not the worst I've ever seen. And then you've got Jalen Phillips. You got Nick Bonito, who's still pretty good. You've got Zach Allen, who's 31. They drafted a really good... Oh, they drafted Keenan James. Okay. Keenan James is here at defensive tackle. He's the replacement for Zach Allen in the future. Jeremiah Trotter at linebacker with Drew Sanders. Dre Greenlaw is still here. They haven't really changed much. This Bronco team has been very consistent with their roster. They still got PS2, Jade Barron, Riley Moss, Donald Farrell. They haven't drafted very well at all. I don't know if they've had too good of a record to not get very good picks. Oh, they took Marshall Heck. I forgot about that. I liked Marshall Heck coming out of the draft. They've got Cam Little, which is cool. But this team, I can see certainly why they are not simulating very well. That's not a very good team, especially because Bo Nix has not simulated or not developed like I thought he would. I thought for sure he would be at least in the 90s, but he has not developed at all. So now that our things have expired for the duration, let's see if we can add some different things here. Obviously, we want to have Camp Counselor in there. That's just a guarantee. I got to take the other ones off first. Got to have Camp Counselor in here. But do we want the after-school tutor? I think we do. I think we want after-school tutor. I don't know if we necessarily need offensive line practitioner anymore. I might take that one off. What's that say? This coachability is currently locked. Oh, okay. So I have to wait for it to be done. So we'll keep that in then. I was thinking about maybe putting in one of these quarterback ones or maybe offensive line ones. Or maybe we put in the hitamus stickamus. Because we do like to pop some fumbles on kick returns. That could be pretty fun. We still got the scouting buff. We still got the tier 5 scout, tier 3 scouts, 5 tier 3. We're still looking pretty good, but we'll wait for those to expire. They don't have that much longer. A couple of them got 2 weeks. This one's got 60, which is kind of cool. That's pretty much a guarantee all season, I think, then. But yeah, offensive line we'll probably take out after a while and switch it with something else. But that's going to be our staff abilities. And like always, I will bring you back in if something happens with a depth chart increase. If not, then I will see you in the Bronco game, which I don't think is going to go very well for Denver.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in losers in 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this.
Here we go in the Mile High City to take on the Denver Broncos. Maybe we can join the Mile High Club while we're here. Who knows? We might take the Denver Broncos to the Mile High Club in this game with that man right there, Julian Enriquez. What a dog. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got against Denver. He's got so many weapons around him. We don't even really need to think. We just got to do. We're just running on autopilot at this point. I mean, look at that. I mean, Quinshon Judkins gets 12 yards a carry every single time. How am I not supposed to have an efficient offense if my running back is getting those types of numbers? He's an animal. Ooh, that looked like Zach Allen still making some plays at his advanced age. 15 carries, 74 yards for Quinshon. He hasn't had a couple of like games in a row where he's been amazing. That's just because we've been focusing on Enriquez a lot, trying to get him this freaking X factor that they just won't give me. Just give it to me, I'll be happy. My God. I'm not asking for you to give me a freaking handy or anything. I'm just wanting the X factor. Good Lord. Handy's going to cost you. Let me get that to Quinshon. That is actually not the right throw, but Quinshon Judkins is an animal. Like I said, menace to society. Look at Quinshon go. Now Jonathan Taylor comes in, who hasn't gotten very many runs this year. It's been a lot of Bashal Tootin as the backup running back this season. That's fine, because Taylor's still a god. He's still going to get the job done when asked. But then Quinshon comes in, and he just changes everything. Quinshon Judkins. He's the real deal Shaquille O'Neal. He gets up to the 20, 2nd and 5. Benito on the tackle, and then he's jawing with, it looked like DeJuan Jones he was jawing with. You don't want to jaw with Thanos. That's not the thing you do. Little play action. They bid on it. Conrad Schultz is wide open, and Conrad Schultz is into the end zone. That's one. That's one tutty for Enriquez. Escobar will send that one up and through. 7-0 we lead. Very simple, very elegant drive. Nothing to worry about. That's kind of how our offense has been all season. But let's see how the defense plays. We got an older Bo Nix, 28 years old, not developing the way that I would have thought he would develop at this point in the series. He's only an 84. And obviously they're not having a great season. He's 1-5, I think is what they are. He's 8 touchdowns, 8 picks. Is this 2024 Juice playing as him? My God. Those are horrible numbers. I can definitely see why the Broncos are having a bad year. They might have to blow up the roster at the deadline. Although technically there is no deadline in this universe. We've gotten rid of that. People can trade whenever they want to if they feel like it. Tyler Algier, 15 for 65 last game. That's a decent game on the ground. Nothing too crazy. It seems like their run defense is not, or their run offense is not very efficient. Their blocking is not very good. I'm just expecting Myles Garrett to feast today. Though we saw the roster, we know the right tackle's not great. I'm expecting Myles Garrett to come off that right side and absolutely live in the backfield. I'm also kind of expecting that from Chase Young, too, on the left side. They go up the middle, and Bo Nix overthrows. It's 4th and 9. Kind of hoping he'd throw that a little bit lower, and it would go right in the hands of Carson Schlesinger. That would have been awesome. Ooh, the Ravens are beating up on the Bengals right now. Very interesting. Oh, no, they won the game. That game's over. I didn't see the final score. I didn't see the final. Deion Brooks got mollywopped. Whoa. Was I down? He was pointing at that he was down. Was he actually down? Or did the Broncos just steal one from us? Deion said he was down. I don't think he was. Ooh. Oh, Deion, I think you were up. I think you were up, big dog. Oh, that ball's out. No, Deion. You got killed on this hit. I haven't seen a guy get roughed up like that since 1975. My God. Deion Brooks got wailed. Okay. Well, Denver steals one from us on that one, and they will have another chance to move the ball on their drive. This is, you know what? Let's just consider this still their first drive. Let's just go about thinking of it as still their first drive, because nothing's really changed except for the field positioning. We'll just say they got a really big play on one of their passes or something, and then they're down the field now. But it does feel like they're going to score now that that's the case. I don't think our defense is going to be able to stop them here, unfortunately. Handoff to, is that Harvey who got that? No, I'm in Algier. It's hard when they rotate him in so fast. I can't really tell who's in. I think it's Algeria. Okay, 2nd and 9. This is a good spot to be in. They go another handoff. That's going to be a touchdown for Algier. No, he's not. Okay, he's not in. I thought he was going to just walk in, but he didn't have the speed to get in anymore. Maybe if this was year 1 Tyler Algier, he could have got in, but not year 5 Algier. Or year 4, whatever it is. Oh, okay. He still got the strength, though. He might not have the speed, but he does have the strength. He stiff arms my guy out of his shoes. And the Denver Broncos have capitalized on the fumble recovery. That is unfortunate because I was hoping to shut out the Denver Broncos, but there's not really much I can do when Deion Brooks gets hit out of his shoes. And that ball's always going to come out. So, not much I can do on that one. We're just going to have to play better when Denver actually has to go the normal length of the field instead of having good field position. They almost did it again. Luckily, Emmett Streets was the one handling this time. All right, so we've already got one passing touchdown with our boy Julian, King Julian. Maybe that's what his nickname is going to be, King Julian. He's already got 2 Super Bowls. I mean, what other nickname can you have with 2 Super Bowls when your name is Julian? There's Conrad Scholes. He scored the touchdown. He gets a nice catch for 2 yards. I was hoping that would be a little bit more than 2, but there was 2 guys right there. And Conrad, he's fast, but he's not like blazing speed for the tight end position. So he's never gonna really outrun a linebacker. Not all the time, at least. Depends on the linebacker, I guess. Most NFL linebackers are going to be able to stay with Scholes. That's a nice catch from Velasco. And now it's a 3rd and 1. They are stacking the box to make sure we do not run for a first down here, but I'm going to run anyway because I believe. I shouldn't have believed. They denied me. I should have called an audible and passed. Should have called that Audie. I'm going to roll out of the pocket here. This is a bad idea, really bad idea. Throw it because I'm not going to get there. I thought that I could outrun him. I realized very quickly that I couldn't, but it was already too late. It was already too late. That's annoying. I should have just made the throw when I had the opportunity because now they're going to score again. They're going to take the lead. 2 really upsetting mistakes. Both very different how they happened, but still 2 mistakes allows Denver to possibly take the lead here. Has Bo Nix not thrown a completed pass today? I guess he hasn't. They have 0 passing yards. I didn't realize he hasn't. He's thrown a couple of times, but I think I guess they've both been incomplete. I didn't even realize that. We need to get Myles Garrett some pressure. He's not going to get there because he's running the other way. Mason Graham misses, and Bo Nix scrambles for a first. I needed Mason Graham to make contact with him, and he missed him. He was so close, too. He was so close. Oh. I was kind of waiting for him to get the animation triggered himself, like so I didn't have to do it. But it never did, so I guess that's probably why I missed him, because I waited too late to actually make the dive. It's annoying. Like a lot of things have been annoying this game. Our first drive started out really well. But ever since, we have been very frustrated by what's happening. Luckily, Mike Hull Jr. was able to get through and get that tackle for loss, making it 3rd and goal from the 7. And that's going to be a screen pass. Can J.C. Horn cut that off? He's in. Oh. A screen pass from what, the 7? The 8? Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And now the Broncos lead in this game, which should never be a sentence I had to say in this one. The fact that Denver is winning this game right now is boiling my blood. And we aren't playing bad. We're just giving Denver really good field position. Both of their touchdowns have been due to they have been due to really good field position. Let's just keep it moving. Let's not focus on what we could have done in the past. Let's just move on. Make some good plays. Don't throw picks. He's trying to go for pass interference, honestly. I'm always looking to bait a pass interference call. That's always on my agenda. If I can get a free amount of yards, I'll take it for sure. Velasco gets the first down, thankfully. That's the 2-minute warning. Unfortunately, Denver's going to start with the football in the second half, which is really frustrating because we could really turn this game back in our favor if we score here and then get the ball to start the second half and score again. That would really turn this game around back in our favor, but that's not going to be the case because we started with the ball. We're just going to have to play better on defense. That's the thing. Ooh, I think that's open down the seam. Actually, it's not going to be open. That ball waited in the air way too long. I needed that ball, boom, like a bullet. But it floated a little bit too long, or maybe I waited a little too long to throw it and allow that safety to make a play. That's open, though. And that is going to be a catch. Velasco, big catch. Good job. He's starting to come around. He's doing very well in the amount of catches he gets, which isn't a lot, to be fair, but he does okay. Depends on the game, I guess. I don't like any of this. Ooh, that almost ended up being a pick. I didn't realize that was so behind him. I wouldn't have thrown it if I would have known that. I got to be more careful, especially when we got X Factor on the line here. I just threw a pick. Whoa, mama! Pick 6, Denver. They're going to lead 21-7. Whoa, mama! How did he snag that? Wow, 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 wowzy, wow. Yowie, wowie. I've thrown 2 picks in this season now. One was last episode in garbage time against the Steelers, and I'm super upset that I threw that. And now I'm even more upset that I threw that one. Really good return for Emmett Streets, but wow, I am not on my game today. That is for sure. What am I doing? Am I even okay? Wake up, Juice. Wake up. We got X Factor on the line here, and you're losing the game to a bad Bronco team. What do we got? 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 That's going to get open eventually. And it does. He's able to almost stay in bounds. I hate that I have a pick. I really do. I really do. Interceptions just look so ugly on the stat line. I hate that I threw that. It looked like it was so open, but I'm noticing that for some reason today, Enriquez's passes are not like, what the heck? Why did he do a juke move? All I did was press the button to throw away the ball. Like normal. I didn't do a juke move, and all of a sudden he does a little dance and gets sacked. What was that? I pressed R3 to get the ball away. That's the button to throw away. And he does a little dance like he's at the club at 2 a.m. What are we doing here? That's Conrad Scholes. He stays on his feet. We'll call our final timeout. Maybe a little bit premature, but we've got a chance to go to the end zone. We got at least 2 chances, maybe 3 for the end zone. I don't like that one guy was... I don't like that one guy was playing both areas. I hate when guys in Madden do that, and in college football too. There shouldn't be a way where you can cover multiple people on one route, or on one coverage. Okay, one more chance at the end zone. They want me to go for the field goal, but we still got a 3rd down. We can kick it on 4th down if we have to, but... I mean, I really want the touchdown, obviously. Can I fit that in there? Intercepted again?! What? What? How did Hufanga make a play on this more than I made a play on it? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Why is this the game that's choosing for it to be such a horrible game offensively for me? This Denver Bronco team is not good. and I can't seem to get my offensive rhythm.
Our trip around the NFL starts now.
I'm not quite sure what's happening, really.
Nissan Stadium in Nashville, the Titans at
This is
home
not the
take on
team that we should be
Colts
struggling
in the
against. We got the
AFC
Philadelphia
South.
Eagles next up.
And this is the Colts quarterback. A 17-yard touchdown.
It's a pretty impressive throw and an even more impressive catch.
Colts win their second
Oh, that's Darryl
straight
Stockton,
as
the
they get
rookie.
Victory here.
Is it Darryl Stockton or Darnell Stockton? I can't remember. We did a scouting report on him, but I don't remember his name.
Next up, we go to the Steelers.
Oh, the Steelers.
We'll check in on the Steelers. They're hosting the New York Football Giants.
It's actually going to be a Caleb Johnson Steeler highlight. He's going to juke a man, juke another man, carry one into the end zone.
Capitalizes on it.
And the Steelers beat the Giants. Wow, Jackson Dart. I mean, Jackson Dart develops fairly well in these sims. I'm surprised he lost to the Steelers, who are not very good.
Got one more to show you right now.
And now we got the Patriots. Come on, New England. Show me a New England highlight. Show me Drake May. That's not Drake May. That's Tua. Don't show me a Tua scramble.
Tua, he's looking for something downfield,
Oh!
but instead he decides, why don't I take it downfield myself? Which he does.
What year is
The
it?
Cardinals get their third win as they come away with the victory.
Tua
With that, a look at the
just
rest of the action
hurdled
going on. Remember, bye weeks
and
are
scored a
important,
rushing
so the schedule's
touchdown.
A little lighter than it's been in weeks past.
All right, that's how you know we're playing a video
It
game.
was a competitive, hard-hitting first half.
What are we doing here?
The same
Tua
going forward.
Tagovailoa scrambling and scoring touchdowns while hurdling. Oh, Bo Nix is beating us. He has 1 touchdown and 19 yards. I'm going to throw up. This Denver Bronco team is not good, and yet they are just getting lucky. They're getting so lucky. That fumble changed everything, man. And then it's thrown me on. I mean, we had the pick 6 as well. That's another free point. It should be 7-7 right now. They have 14 free points because of the pick 6 and the fumble recovery that got them in great field position for the touchdown on that first drive. They should only be up, or we should only be 7-7, not 21-7. So that's where I'm going to stand. If we lose this game, we didn't lose 21-7. Enriquez, that's good. Good quarterbacking from Julian Enriquez. He's over there on the sideline getting his guys pumped up, saying it's not over. Bo Nix one-on-one. That's overshown. He knocks it incomplete. Good job, DeMarvion. And the Broncos will go 3-and-out and punt. See, this is what we needed to be doing the whole game. They will send it back to us, and Deion Brooks, please, for the life of me, do not get hit hard here and pop that ball out. Thank you. All right, Julian, it's been a rough one. But you know what? Sometimes you need games like this. Sometimes you need games like this in a season where everything you can do no wrong, because this one brings you down to earth. This one brings you back down to earth. This one shows you what team you really are made of. If we can play well with the stuff that's gone on in this game, that means we're a legit team. And not a fraudulent organization. So all we got to do is just focus up and play the game that we've been playing all season, and it'll just click into place. That's Travis Hunter. I was hoping he'd have more separation, but I think that was Dre Greenlaw made a good play on it. I still can't believe that Hufanga made an interception on that touchdown catch. Or the ball to the end zone, I guess. Is not a touchdown catch, but... Do we think Devontae Smith wins the one-on-one against PS2? He doesn't, which is unfortunate because I needed him to win. Quinshawn drops it. I took a big risk there. I took a really big risk passing that instead of running that with Quinshawn because I was hoping that Devontae Smith would win one-on-one. He did not. Oh, that's open. Can I get the ball to him? Yes, I can. Thank God. I was hoping that ball would get to him. Those are the types of plays that lose us games. When I make a mistake on 3rd down and then we have a 4th down, that doesn't go well, and then we turn the ball right back over. Those are the types of things that lose us games and have gotten us in this situation in the first place. Quinshawn does a good job to get us to the 9. Where do we go here? I I think we have to wait for somebody. That's open. That's Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Jonathan Taylor. Receiving touchdown, not a rushing one, but it's still a touchdown's a touchdown. Okay, so we stopped Denver on their first drive. We forced them to punt on a 3-and-out, and then we go and score. Perfect. Exactly what we needed to do. Now we just got to go and do it again. Let's go force the 3-and-out and then score again, and we can tie this game back up. That ball's out! Oh, it bounced right into the hands of Denver. That's unlucky. That's the type of stuff that happens to a team that everything is going their way. I mean, that's just, what a bounce. Goes right into his hands. He didn't even have to worry about it. Bo Nix to the flat, finds his man. He's got it for a catch, 2nd and 6. Look at Enriquez. He's pumping up the offensive line. He still believes. That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback. That's a good catch. Broken tackle on Ronnie Hickman. Denzel's able to fight him down, but a first down for Denver. So the 3-and-out's out of the question, but as long as they don't score, I guess it's okay. I mean, I'd prefer them not to take much time off the clock either. Handoff to Tyler Algier, and he gets a couple. But the clock is slowly draining away. Not even slowly, because the clock is running exponentially. We are running out of time. Algier breaking off the tackle, but Kyle Widmer makes a big play, 3rd and 5. I almost feel like I need to call a timeout, but I guess we'll let it run to the 4th quarter here. Final play of the quarter. Denver, he's wide open. He's got it. First down, Denver, as the quarter ends. That simply cannot happen, guys. It's a tight end. He can't be 5 yards clear of any of my coverages. Where is the coverage? We gotta be better than that, man. It's a tight end. And it's not a good tight end either. I hate that we're in this situation, but this is where we are. We put ourselves in this situation. We got to fight out of it. Another handoff, another broken tackle, but he falls backwards for a loss of big-time yardage. That's a lot of big-time yardage he lost right there. They're going to screen pass on 3rd and 16. I guess try to get in field goal range, and they will. All right, field goal range is kind of brutal here because that's going to make it a 10-point game. Unless Johnson's able to get there. I don't think he will, though. I'm trying. Will Johnson's up. He doesn't get the block, and it is down the middle. Good field goal. That's a 10-point lead for Denver in the 4th quarter. We could not afford that, and it happened. We have to score ultra fast. And even then, it doesn't really... Oh, my God! Stop hitting Deion Brooks so hard! Why are they hit-sticking Deion Brooks? I guess because they know that he's a fumble prone at this point. But good God, can you give the guy a break? Cut the kid some slack. The only problem is they have Devontae Smith covered by PS2. I guess we could try to trust one of our other guys. How about Quinshawn? Doesn't have to be a wide receiver. Trust Quinshawn there. Let's try to get some Y corners going. Are they going to press up on Devontae again? One of these times, Devontae's going to win the press, and I'm going to be happy about it. Wow, nobody won on the routes I was looking at. That is upsetting. Both corners had inside leverage. They would have picked it off absolutely. That's brutal. Ooh, Bashal's actually running this. Ah, it's not open. It's not open. It's a pick. Oh, it's not a pick. Eddie Velasco. Wow, I did not think that was going to work. It shouldn't have worked, really. I said we had to score ultra fast, and we have not scored yet, and we've wasted like 2 minutes. So we're not really doing what I wanted to do. And it's really scaring me that Denver's going to use all of the time left, and we're not going to have another chance at the football. I don't like anything about this. I don't like anything about this. Come back to the ball, please. Velasco did. He caught it. First down. Good job, Eddie. It might have to be the Eddie Velasco show if that's what's going to work. 10 catches for 106 yards, fine with it. If that's what gets us the win, it doesn't really matter. If it's Eddie for the win, I'll take it. First and goal from the 4. Oh, I don't like anything about this. I might just have to scramble. I think I will. Enriquez does not scramble often. That actually might be his first career. No, I think he's had a couple QB sneaks in his career. Maybe that's his first legitimate rushing touchdown, but we don't usually run. We had to do it on that one. I didn't like anything about that. Oh, but we have made it a 3-point game with 2:22 to go in it. I don't like this at all. We took 2 minutes off the clock. That was way too long of a drive. I really fear Denver's going to take all the time. We have all of our timeouts. I managed to not use any of them on that drive. I could really use a hit stick fumble to get the ball back. That'd be legendary, but it doesn't happen. If the ball would have just bounced better on that previous hit stick fumble, instead of going right to Denver, right to the Denver player, we would have been back in this game. This has to be a 3-and-out. It's going to be a QB. What? How do you go play action on first down? What is this? Who goes play action on first down? Why would you go play action on first down? I thought that was a guaranteed Tyler Algier run. That's why I dove, to try to stop him. There's a Tyler Algier run. That's our first timeout. Myles Garrett makes a big play. These are probably going to be 3 guaranteed Tyler Algier runs to use all of our timeouts. I just wish that one of the timeouts would have been... That's a freaking false start! Ah! And it's a first down, too. It's a first down as well. Why did you encroach? What are you doing, Mike Green? You knew he wasn't snapping the ball? Oh, that's a brutal play. Especially because they got the first down off of it. That's the game. We just lost the game because of a Mike Green penalty. That's it. It's over. I have 1 timeout remaining. Once they use this timeout, they're gonna kneel it and it's over. We have just lost to the 1-5 Denver Broncos. It's a first down. Let him score. Let him score. Let him score. Let him score. Let him score! I cannot believe we just lost this game. I honestly am in shock. Our undefeated season comes to an end because of the mistakes made in this game. Oh, it's devastating. It's actually devastating. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I did not think we'd lose our first game to the 1-win Denver Broncos. I thought, I mean, you heard me. I thought going into this, we would just absolutely cruise to a win. Travis Hunter caught that ball? Are you serious, Travis? You caught that football? I was just throwing it up. Travis gets to the 1. Diving off the hands, Travis. Okay. That was close. Conrad Scholes catches it. Wow, we scored quickly there. We really did score quickly. Do we get the onside kick is the question. I didn't think Travis Hunter was going to make that play. Why can't I go onside? Oh, because I have to go over here. Good thing I saw that. I don't even know what the best onside is. Is it strong? Is it speed? Is it just regular onside? I'm going to go speed onside. I don't know what the difference is. I don't think I've ever gotten an onside to work, to be fair. How about if I hit low kick? Is this going to give me like some crazy bounce or something? And then I like power it up all the way? Caught by Denver, and they will win the football game. Actually devastating. Actually devastating.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to...
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So this one will wind up a Denver.
If we wouldn't have thrown that pick six, that game would have been ours to win. Brutal. Brutal. Ugh. It's about as tough as a loss as you're going to ever have. Oh, he didn't get it again for the third time. I really hope that just at the Super Bowl week he just gets it naturally because I'm tired of these breakout scenarios. All right, Philadelphia's not having the greatest season they could have ever had. They're only 4-3, but I mean we just lost to the frickin' one-win Broncos, so who am I to judge? Who am I to freaking judge? All right, national focus is offensive tackle, I guess. Sure, why not? All right, I'm going to go do all the stuff, and you know the drill. I'll see you in the game.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia
On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. His side saw their quest for perfection end last week. Now they've got to make sure that one loss doesn't quickly become two. Across the field, head coach Nick Sirianni of the Eagles. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins.
On the road at night against the Philadelphia Eagles, and this is not your normal Philadelphia Eagles team. You may have noticed in the pregame stuff, they have Max Crosby. They got him a couple years ago, I think, in one of the trades when the Raiders were blowing things up. But here comes Julian Enriquez, and we are not happy. At least I'm not happy. I hope the boys aren't happy either, because we just sucked against the Denver Broncos. We laid an egg against them, and yeah, we almost won. Whatever. We lost by 3 points. That makes no difference to me. We could have lost by 3 points. We could have lost by 300 points. The fact that we lost is still the same. We needed to win that game by 1 billion, and we lost it by 3. And now we got guys running angry. Quinshon Judkins breaks off a couple of tackles and keeps his legs churning. We need to absolutely obliterate the Philadelphia Eagles today. They need to. These fans in, what is this place called? Financial Bank Stadium, whatever place this is called. Lincoln Financial Field, that's what it's called. They need to witness a murder today. We need to absolutely, they might have just witnessed one right there with Bashal Tutin. We need to kill the Eagles so bad that people start to get uncomfortable. And they start to be like, they need to stop. This is getting a little bit too much. That's the kind of vibe we need to bring to this game. And if that means running it down their throats 90 times, I'll do it. Because I'm not happy. Losing that game was an embarrassment. Should never have happened. The fact that we did lose that game, I hope Coach Juice in the practices this week made the boys run sprints until they threw up and then made them eat the throw up and run more sprints, because that's what I would have done. I hope the boys, when they got done with practice, they went home and they told their wives and their girlfriends, they said, man, Coach Juice really ran us hard this week. We got to win. Can't have that again. I hope they were calling their agents and saying, hey, Coach Juice, he needs to be on a watch list for, like, potential player abuse and stuff. He's abusing his power as head coach because he made us run wind sprints until we passed out, and then he picked us up and put us on the shelf. The literal, not a figure of speech. He put us on a literal shelf. That's the type of vibe I want from this team headed into this game. We'll see if that's actually the case or not. Jalen Hurts comes out on the field. He's still the quarterback of the Eagles this deep into the franchise. They still have Saquon Barkley. They still have A.J. Brown. No Devontae Smith. Obviously, we have Devontae Smith. But it's still a dominant Eagles team, even though, even though they are 4-3, they're not having the greatest start to the year. But Saquon Barkley's still one of the best running backs in the NFL, maybe the best, although Quinshawn would have to have a word about that. They still have a fantastic offensive line, it seems. I noticed Jordan Mailata's still there, so. And obviously they have Max Crosby on defense, but that's a Myles Garrett sack on Jalen Hurts. Good job, Myles. Needed that one. What's the celebration? I can't even see the celebration. What was the celebration they just did there? There's the sack. What's the celly? Oh, he's okay. They had to plug him in because he was out of energy or whatever. His battery was dead, so they plugged him in. But that brings up a 3rd and 8 after the sack. Will they go to A.J. Brown here? They will not. They'll go to another receiver, and that is the most annoying tackle animation I ever see. Wow, who is that who caught that ball? Because there's a couple ways this could go. If it's somebody that I think it is, or if it's somebody else. Okay, it's Elijah Moore. Okay, good. Elijah Moore should not be doing that to me. That is the most BS tackle animation ever. Having him wrap forward like that. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we actually doing here? This could be the season if the Eagles continue to struggle. This could be the season they move on from A.J. Brown. I'm honestly surprised he's still around at this point. Maybe they move on from A.J. Brown. Maybe they move on from Saquon Barkley. They start to blow it up because you could probably still get a couple 1st-round picks each for A.J. Brown and Saquon Barkley, depending on who the right trade partner is. I wouldn't mind having Saquon Barkley, that's for sure. I'd have to give up Quinshawn Judkins, I think, but I definitely wouldn't mind having Saquon. Maybe not this deep into the franchise. Maybe at the beginning of the franchise. Jalen Hurts gets sacked, a combination of Mike Hall Jr. and Mason Graham, and that will be a punt. He kind of got squished there. The pocket closed way quicker than he probably expected, and that is the end of the drive for them. They will punt the ball back to us, and our defense held up, which I'm so upset that they couldn't do that against Denver. Oh, that ball's out of bounds at the 11. And here comes Enriquez and the gang. Sounds like a 1960s TV show. Enriquez and the gang. Handoff. Judkins gets a couple. Let's go flip this play the other way. Flip. Ooh, I don't like anything about anything here. Off the hands of Devontae Smith. Really, in your revenge game, you're going to have a drop pass like that? I mean, it wouldn't have got us many yards, but you can't drop a pass like that. That's a great catch from Eddie Velasco, coming off of what was like a 10 or 11 catch game. And he had over 100 yards. He had a big game against the Broncos. Whoever had him in fantasy probably was pretty happy. as long as they started him. I mean, it's kind of risky starting Eddie Velasco in fantasy because he doesn't get a ton of targets every game. He gets a few. I try to at least I want to lift my goal is to spread it as evenly as I can, but sometimes I get into a rhythm with one guy and I keep going to him. So if you did have Velasco in fantasy, then hopefully you started him last game against Denver. Hopefully this game you start Quinshon Judkins because this could be a big one for him. And Scholes also had 2 touchdowns in that one, so if you had Conrad Scholes, that's got to be a throwaway. There was options, but not when I needed them. They were the mistiming was everywhere. I think I'm going to hit Scholes here. I think that might actually be a big ball. And that's not pass interference? Jalen Carter goes down with an injury. Spit on it. Put some dirt in it. I don't know how that wasn't pass interference. Travis Hunter on 4th down makes the play. Good job, Trav. Since we're not having to hyper-focus on Enriquez trying to get Super X Factor, let's just get back to the play that we know, which is just run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Although running the ball works against everybody but Philadelphia, it seems. I mean, they've still got their whole team together, really. They still got Cooper DeJean. That is open, I think. If the ball can get there, it does. Devontae, big catch. This will probably take us to the 2-minute warning of the first half. It seems like Jalen Carter's back in the game. Quinshon Judkins trying to juke. He stays on his feet. Down to the 6. I thought he might have spun around enough to where he's got the touchdown. And that is the 2-minute warning. Oh, a 7-0 lead for your Cleveland Browns on the road at the Link. A fullback dive is not the right move here. I thought maybe we'd get a little crazy, but I didn't realize they're going to go goal line from the 6. I know it's goal line 1st and goal, but we score the touchdown. Quinshon gets in. Oh, he's got a little sticky hand, a little sticky finger. Can't get the ball off. We will take a 2-touchdown lead over the Philadelphia Eagles. We've done a good job on offense, driving down the field, wasting time as well. I just hope our defense can continue to play pretty well. Because the Eagles are one of those teams where they've got an offense like ours where at any moment you can have a 2-play 80-yard drive if you wanted to. They got that type of quarterback. They got that type of skill position players, Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, all those kind of guys. But our job is to not allow that to happen. So let's go on defense here, get maybe another sack. We've already got 2. I'd love another one. I'd love another 5 if I could. He's going to check it down, but he could not get it on target. I mean, to be fair, it's probably for the best he didn't complete that. It would have been maybe a gain of 3. Is that really worth it? Maybe. Depends on what they do on the next couple drives. Or the next couple plays of the drive. And another overthrow. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, don't it? Okay. He does actually find an open man here, but Schlesinger tracks him down and brings him down. And it'll be another punt. Man, a couple of bad misses from Hurts. He had that, especially that second miss, that second overthrow. That was a first down that he just overthrew. A rough miss from the Hall of Fame quarterback. Is he a Hall of Famer? Maybe. You never know. Maybe in this series he's a Hall of Famer. And with 58 seconds in the half, do we have the skill to get to the end zone or even a field goal? I guess we'll find out. That ends up being open. Conrad Scholes, good job. And he didn't get out of bounds fully, so we'll go for a hurry up. The seams corner, I don't really think this is going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway, see maybe if it does. We're not even going to give it an opportunity because Devontae Smith will call our first timeout, 36 seconds. We're close to field goal range, if not already there. I don't really want to call verticals here. Oops. But I don't like anything else. I'll call it. I'll call it. Flip it to the other side. I'll call verticals. Why not? What could go wrong? Quinshawn does a decent job. Let's run some hurry up. I don't want to waste my second time out on that play. Little check down. Scholes gets it. We'll call our timeout there. One timeout remains. What do we call here? Maybe a little play action deep out? I don't know about this because my main throw is Velasco. This play usually only works if we're deeper down the field with a lot more space. Probably shouldn't have called that. Just wasted about 15 seconds. Not 15 seconds, but I wasted a lot of time. There's Travis Hunter. He stays on his feet, and you know what? I'll just let it ride to the end of the half, or let it ride to the field goal. Is what I meant. 2 seconds left. 38-yard field goal should be money for Escobar, unless they block it. He doesn't block it, but it is good anyway. 17-0 at half. Not too bad. I wish it would have ended better on that drive, but you know what? I just wasn't really trying to push it too crazy. So a 17-0 half is a lot better than what we were down 21-7 against the Broncos. So a lot better. Our defense is actually playing pretty well against Philadelphia. Tampa's having a pretty good season, 5-2 for them. And it's a Baker highlight. Baker's still the quarterback this far deep into the series. And he finds his man. Is that Chris Godwin? Who is that? It is Chris Godwin. Wow, the Bucs killed the Falcons. Absolutely killed them.
Next up, we go to
Commanders and Cowboys. It must be a rivalry week around the league, except for us, obviously.
At home to take on Washington.
Dak hands off to the running back. I can't tell who that is, but it's a juke. It's a juke. It's a stiff arm, and it's a touchdown. Cowboys. They win by a point over the Commanders. They needed that one. Oh, it's Isaiah Patterson. That's who it is. The 0-6 Seahawks. Man, Isaiah Torrance has not done well. I think it's Isaiah Torrance. It could be Isaac Torrance. I can't remember. It might be Isaac Torrance. I don't know. But he has not done very well this year. And they get beat by the Bills. They are 0-7.
The Bills get win number 4 on the
and it also is
season.
pretty bad when
They
Keon
come
Coleman
away
scoring a
with the
touchdown on you, that's for sure.
And time for one more look at the
Patriots
rest of
beat the
the
Jets.
scores
Wow, the
from
Jets
around the
lose.
National Football
There's no longer any undefeated teams in the NFL. I think the Jets were the last team once we lost. I think they were the last undefeated team, but the Patriots got them. That's what I like to see. That's my Patriot. That's my GOAT. That's my GOAT. Drake May. 97 yards and a touchdown for Enriquez. 9 carries, 99 yards and a touchdown for Quinshawn. 3 for 35 in the revenge game for Devontae Smith. But we're playing pretty okay right now. We could be playing better. We also could be playing worse. So you got to take the good with the good. Big hit stick. Oh, that's out. Browns have the ball. A fumble recovery goes our way. It's so crazy how many fumbles we pop on kick returns. I don't even have that ability activated yet. The one that increases hit stick fumbles. That's not even activated. This is just normal. We just keep popping fumbles for some reason. I like it. I'm not going to complain about it because it's working in our favor and it helps us win games. This time the bounce actually went our way, unlike the Bronco game. But that's a touchdown catch for Devontae Smith. Another passing touchdown for Enriquez. That might be 30 on the season for Julian. He was close. It's either 29 or 30. I don't remember if he has 2 in this game. He does have 2 in this game now. I think that might be 30 then, which is a pretty big milestone for Enriquez. 30 touchdowns is pretty good. He's having a really good year. Maybe he's going to even get in contention for the MVP. That'd be pretty sick if he could get in contention for the MVP. Man, it's been a minute since I've won an MVP with a quarterback, that's for sure. That is for sure. Especially a quarterback that I have usered the entire time and not simulated with, like in a good playbook or something. Ooh, little RPO. He's wide open, but off the hands of Elijah Moore. He tried to one-hand that. And that's why Elijah Moore is bad. Their right tackle looks really small. I don't know if it's just because he's next to Myles Garrett or what, but whoever the right tackle is looks really tiny. Who is their right tackle? Eagles right tackle. It is Mike Weston. He's actually a left tackle. He's 6'4", 312. 6'4", 312, and he's playing Offensive line. I mean, that's pretty small for an offensive lineman. Usually you like your offensive lineman to be 6'6" at the lowest, and definitely over 350, not 312. But I guess if he's strong, I guess that makes it up. He's also smaller, so he's quicker, he's faster, he's got more pop, so I guess that's a possibility that he's good, but I don't know. That's risky, having a small tackle like that. First down for Philadelphia. They went with a little wide receiver screen, A.J. Brown, and it worked. Ooh, Julian Hurts. Julian Hurts? Who the heck is that? Jalen Hurts with the quarterback keeper on read option. He fumbled the ball, and the Browns pick it up. J.C. Horn is the man to recover. And the Browns take over again. It's starting to snowball for Philadelphia. Everything is going bad for them. They had the kick return that got fumbled, and then we recovered it and scored the touchdown on the ensuing drive, and then they just had Jalen Hurts fumble right there. So it's going from bad to worse for the Philadelphia faithful. They are going to be angry in the streets tonight. They're going to be drunk, too. Quinshawn, but they're always drunk. Quinshawn makes the catch, gets a couple of yards. Do we believe in anybody other than Travis Hunter here? Nope. Hunter shouldn't have believed in him. He got rocked by Max Crosby. Crosby looked kind of good in the Eagle uniform. Obviously, I hope he doesn't go there in real life. I hope he goes to New England, but we'll see what happens. There's rumors he's going to go to Dallas in a trade, so hopefully that's not what happens. I really hope he goes to New England. That'd be pretty sick. I'd love that. But we'll figure it out. We'll see. As long as the Patriots spend money in free agency this year. Got to get a better offensive line. Maybe kick Will Campbell into guard. Might be better suited for his tiny arms. He doesn't have a great wingspan. Got short little arms, little T-Rex arms. So you spend money on a number one wide receiver, or maybe trade for one. A.J. Brown could be available. Maybe even Justin Jefferson could be available. You never know. With the right price. So you pay money for a big-time wide receiver. You go out, you get an offensive tackle. You get maybe another offensive lineman, maybe a guard or something, or a center, just to kind of shore up the line. And then you go out, you pay for an edge rusher like Max Crosby. You go out, you get another corner to pair alongside Christian Gonzalez. You get maybe a linebacker in there, maybe a little bit more athletic linebacker. I'm not to hate on the linebackers. I mean, they were pretty good this year. Bobby Spillane was great. I think the Patriots can go back to the Super Bowl if they just attack free agency like they should. But we'll see. Bob Kraft historically doesn't like to spend a lot of money, but that was a different time. He has spent money in the recent history, like last season where he spent a ton of money on like Milton Williams and all those guys. So he has done it recently. So maybe that means he's going to keep doing it. Hopefully, especially because they made the Super Bowl this year. Maybe that means that gives them a new sense of drive. Like we're just a few people away, a few pieces away. If we just pay more money, get the right pieces, Mike Vrabel can take them all the way. That's the thinking. At least you got to think that's what they're thinking. That's what I hope they're thinking. And what we're thinking is we are going to win this game against Philadelphia 31-0 right now in the fourth quarter. We just got to the fourth quarter. And it just keeps getting bad for Philadelphia. They keep fumbling the ball. They can't handle it. The Monday night lights are on them. The entire world is watching. The CPU always tries that little spin. Have you noticed that? They always try that little spin move on kick returns. I've noticed that the past couple episodes. It's kind of crazy. Sometimes it works for them. Sometimes it gets them in a different position where the hit stick animation can't really trigger a fumble. Then sometimes, like we saw in this game, it causes the ball to pop right out. They haven't used A.J. Brown that much. He's got a couple of catches. He got a couple of yards, but he hasn't really been the focal point of the offense. It really hasn't even been anybody. Like, if I had to choose the focal point of the offense, maybe Jalen Hurts has been the focal point of the offense today. Because A.J.'s got a couple catches. Elijah Moore has a couple of catches and targets. Saquon obviously has done a little bit. It's been weird. I guess that's probably why they're losing 31-0 to the Cleveland Browns. because they haven't used A.J. Brown and Saquon Barkley as much as they needed to. Who is their fullback, and why is he wearing number 12? They go to A.J. Brown. Possible Cleveland Brown in the future, maybe. We trade somebody for him. No, we don't need any more wide receivers. We're pretty good. Especially with Shaq Langford getting healthy now with the fixed broken toe now. He's got back on the field, back on the training camp field. Probably try to get him some reps later in the season. Maybe move him up the depth chart at some point. He probably could get some reps in this game, actually. I might actually do that. We might sub in Shaq just to get a couple of reps, see him for the first time. Depending on when we get the ball back here. If Philly wants to keep wasting our time. These little dink and dunk passes that are just wasting time and not doing much. Maybe that's the cue for one of our guys to get in the backfield and sack Jalen Hurts. No, not going to happen on this play. They get it out to the flat. Kyle Hamilton shuts that down. They only get the 2 yards back that they lost. And now it is a 3rd down and long. The long arm of the law. That's got to be a sack. How is that not a sack, by the way? But whatever, it's 4th and 10. They're going to go for it. Makes sense. You're down 31-0 in the 4th quarter. What do you have to lose? Well, if you punt it, it's just... that makes no difference, so just go for it. And Jalen will go for it all. One-on-one. It'll be knocked incomplete out of the hands of A.J. Brown. You know what? If I was going to have a jump ball, I would probably throw it to A.J. Brown too. So that was the right choice. But let's sub in. Let's get a little bit of a look from Shaq Langford. Where do we want to put him? I don't know if I want to put him at the number 1 spot. Let's give Travis Hunter a break. Put him at number 2. I want to get a look from Shaq. He's our one of our draft picks this year. We got him in the 3rd round. Did we get him in the 3rd round or the 4th round? I don't remember exactly when we got him. We got him pretty late. It might have been the 2nd round, actually. There's Fannin with the catch. Good job, Harold. That'll be the 2-minute warning. I would also like to get Enriquez a few more passing yards as well. He's only got like 130. Ooh, okay. So Shaq is actually one-on-one with Cooper DeJean. And I like that matchup. That height difference, I like that. I'm going to give it up to him. Shaq Langford, a rookie, his first attempt! It would have been pretty electric if he would have caught that. Pretty darn electric. His first target of his career could have been a massive catch. I mean, talk about scenes if he would have caught that. Let's give him a post route, see what he does with it. And then we'll also send Harold Fannin on like a corner route to kind of trick that safety. Ooh, that actually didn't go the way that I wanted to, but the first catch in the career of Shaq Langford is a good one. It didn't go necessarily the way that I wanted it because Enriquez got hit, but he was able to get that ball out. He was able to get that ball out. Ooh, I just couldn't get that one away. Of course, now is the time when the Eagles' defense is starting to ramp up and they're bringing more pressure. They could have done this the entire game. We get that out to him. He's able to not get much. He got few. Ooh, he's running the deep route today. Okay. We'll play action. Little deep ball end zone. Devontae tries to go in it. He stepped out of bounds, didn't he? I wasn't sure. It was really close. So I still threw it just in case he didn't actually step out, but he does, in fact, get called for it. They want me to kick the field goal. I say no, I'm not going to kick the field goal. Why would I? That makes literal 0 sense. You have a mushmelon for a brain. Conrad Scholes holds on, touchdown. Another one for Enriquez, and we pad the stats even more. Escobar drills the extra point, and we are going to win 38-0 over the Philadelphia Eagles. A really good bounce back after a devastating loss. I mean, that's really all you can describe that game as. Just simply devastating that we lost to the Denver Broncos the way that we did. We should not have lost it. We should be 8-0 after this game, but we're not. That's not the way that it works, unfortunately. But maybe we needed that. Maybe that was our wake-up call. I mean, we had that wake-up call last season against the Cincinnati Bengals. It was like week 5 or whatever, where they absolutely destroyed us. And then I don't think we lost a game the rest of the season. I think we went 15-2 that year, didn't we? Last year? I'm pretty sure. So that was our wake-up call last year. Maybe that Denver game was our wake-up call this year. And that's crazy to think about because we were undefeated going into that game, but maybe we were thinking a little bit too highly of ourselves. We thought we were untouchable. We thought we couldn't do any wrong. We thought we couldn't be touched by anybody. Thought we couldn't be beat. And then we get exposed, and now that's the wake-up call. That's the punch in the face that we needed. The cold water in the morning. That's what we needed to experience as Myles Garrett sacks Jalen Hurts again, and that's going to be the ball game. Myles Garrett keeps adding to his stats. Oh, look at the celly from the boys. Look at the celly from the. We got to see that, and we got to give that its glory here. Good attempt from Myles Garrett there. Actually, you know what? I might. I kind of like this as the thumbnail. Actually, Garrett diving after him. But what's the sell? Look at the boys. Look at the boys. Mike Hall Jr. That's the big three right there. Mike Hall Jr., Chase Young, and Miles. Doing a little hip swivel. Getting jiggy with it. That's the boys right there. We are going to win this game very easily. Philly gave us a little bit of a concern in the first quarter, but after that, they really weren't much of a threat. And we're going to have 1 second left. You know what? I might chuck this ball up to Shaq Langford, see what he can do. He's 6'4". He's got good speed for a rookie. And he's going up against Cooper DeJean. I'm going to highball this, and we'll see if Shaq can come down with it. Oh, nope, it's an interception. It didn't even get an animation. I hate my life. All right. We're just going to forget about that one. Just forget about that one. We don't need to talk about that. But we win the game. And that's all that matters. And Julian gets an upgrade point. He's going to be an official 98 overall. He is so close to 99. I just really wish he had X Factor. Brandon Sampson gets an upgrade point. Nice. One of our other draft picks. And then Trey Seatwright. Not a guy we drafted, but a guy we traded for early on in his career. He's developed into quite the good offensive lineman. Okay, don't give me another breakout scenario, dog. I'm tired of it. Yeah, I know he's incredible. So give him the frickin' X Factor. Stop teasing me. Stop cucking me. We'll simulate past the bye week in week number 9. Next episode could be a trade fest. You never know. We've got storyline in the zone. AutoZone? Who's in the zone? Oh, it's Julian. It's King Julian. Let's talk about the second half of the season. Focus on passing yards, passing touchdowns, total touchdowns. I guess passing touchdowns? He's already got a bunch. If we focus on using your arm, how many passing touchdowns do you think you'll end up with at the end of the year? Finish the season with 40 passing touchdowns. I think that's achievable. He's already at, what, 33? What's he at right now? Yeah, exactly 33. That's doable. I think I can hit that pretty well. He's already at 2,100 yards also. So, I mean, it's possible. I believe. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in the Shield. Let's get to that New England game. I don't want to play it, but I have to. I don't want to have to beat them, but I'm gonna. We also play the Titans. Deion Brooks gets an upgrade point. That's always nice. I'd like to see him go to star dev. Because right now at normal dev, he's kind of just a return man. I think he can be more if he just gets a dev trait. Jack Sawyer gets an increase. Good for Captain Jack. We get an upgrade for Emmett Streets. That's always nice. And then we get an upgrade for Bill Durbin and Cole Beckham, which those are just 2 defensive tackles that are on the team. They don't really mean too much. I think Durbin has star dev, but he's too low of an overall for us to care right now. And then we sim the bye week. We get to week number 10 against New England. They're 5-4. We're 7-1. Unfortunately, because of the bye week, we've lost all of our guys in the top half of the stats. But hopefully, we'll get back there with a couple of good games. Next episode is going to be New England and Tennessee, and then we got another game in a couple weeks against the Ravens, who are not having a good year again. Man, the Baltimore Ravens are on a streak of really bad seasons, which is weird. They've got a good team. Very strange. The entire AFC is not very good this year. It's us and the Jets. That's really it. Everybody else is kind of mid, which is really weird. You don't usually see that. But that's going to do it for the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave it a like, subscribe, share for more. Join the Juice Club. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.